So what do you think was the catalyst too in terms of getting better? So I know you said you started eating meat. Was it you cut maybe even in half what you were doing, or do you think it's just because you've made a lot of bold moves in your life? I mean, being able to call off a wedding, right? I mean, that would be, I don't know if I could, I wasn't in that place, but I think if I were, I don't know. I mean, that's a really bold thing. So you've always been great at making bold decisions. What was your bold one as far as then getting back on track with better health? And then lastly, what does success mean to you now?
Yeah, so it was about radically reprioritizing. And here's the thing, I couldn't do it all at once. So my goal was to be healthy, but I couldn't get there, you know, in an overnight flash, right? And then be able to sustain it. So, you know, I started with little things. You know, one was the food. Another was I needed to change the kind of exercise I was doing. You know, I happen to love things like, you know, Zumba and dance aerobics, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, with everything my body was trying to purge, my lymph system couldn't keep up, so I couldn't do that. I needed to make adjustments to do like, you know, trampoline exercises and things that supported that part of my system. So that was another set of adjustments. Going fragrance-free was another set of adjustments, right? These were the small steps, because the hardest ones for me were needing to say no to things on my calendar. And my first pass through looking at my calendar and taking things off, I had two filter questions for myself. One is, do I enjoy this activity, event, or person? And if I even had the slightest hesitation, what I would think about was, imagine that they were calling me right now on my phone and I looked down. Would my reaction be, woohoo, and pick it up on the first ring, or like, whoa? Yeah. Okay, those people have to go, right? And you phase them out, you cut them back, whatever you're comfortable doing, but some of that just had to go. Next thing was, who is ready for the opportunity that I'm currently keeping them from getting? And let me give you an example. I manage teams of people. And you know, when your boss says to you, I think you're ready to take this meeting. I'm going to coach you so you can be successful, and then you get to be in charge of this now. You create opportunities for other people around you. Same, I volunteered on a lot of boards, and the way that I wrote the book was, I took 1 year off from all of my not-for-profit board service and told every single person, I want to write a book. And in order to do that, I need to say no to this commitment. And guess what? Someone else is ready to take this on, because that's what they want to do, and I'm holding up and taking their seat now. So it became an easier thought for me to choose what I wanted to do. And it was like, at work, what is it that only I can do, or my boss expects exclusively me to do? Yeah. And in my personal life, it's like, who is additive to my experience of enjoying my life or helping me achieve that goal of being back to full health? And it made it much easier to prioritize. The other thing too is, you talked about making bold moves. For me, the only way I was able to do that was because of networks like this, and mentors and coaches and people who said, I see this bigger vision for you than you're seeing for yourself, or I will make a seat at the table for you, or I will help you find your way. And so that also made a big difference. You know, people that I could talk it over with, and having people that could give feedback and, you know, guide me on that journey.
Wonderful.